It was a triple header at Texas. Corey Heim getting his third win of the season in the number 11 truck. Kyle Larson stepping in for an injured Connor Zilic, delivering the second win of the season for the number 88 Junior Motorsports entry. And then Joey Logano, a week off of his disqualification at Talladega, winning at Texas. With that win, Logano closing within one for top car honors at Team Penske with Ryan Blaney with his disqualification last week, and it did not affect the standings as Austin Cindric was the winner. He unfortunately coming back in 25th this race. Ryan Blaney did not blow up or wreck and finished in a strong third position. Ross Chastain with a late race charge coming up runner-up. He is now 2 races ahead of Daniel Suarez, who had a solid top 10, and Shane Van Gisbergen not finishing in the 30s this week. He came home in 22nd. Pretty good day for all 3 of these Trackhouse racing guys. The 4 Hendrick drivers finishing in the exact order they finished last week, and Kyle Larson with another top 5. He is now 2 races up on William Byron for top car honors at Hendrick Motorsports. He was the only Hendrick Motorsports car inside of the top 10. William Byron just outside in 13th. Chase Elliott in 16th, and Alex Bowman down in 35th. He is still looking for his first top car honors of the season over at HMS. Strong day for both of the Legacy Motor Club entries. Eric Jones coming home inside of the top 5, and John Hunter Nemechek inside of the top 10 in 8th position. After the brutal start to the year, Jones is kind of clawing back in this one, now just down 7-4 to Nemechek. Great day for both Legacy's drivers. Checking out the single car teams, and it is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. taking a 2-race lead over Josh Berry. I'm sure not a lot of people expected that after the great start Josh Berry has had. Berry was leading this race and looking like he was going to be the top car in this category before wrecking in the lead. Cole Custer with a top 20 19th, and Cody Ware coming home in 30th position. He is still looking for his first top car honor of the season. Austin Dillon breaking the tie with Kyle Busch over at Richard Childress Racing with his 7th place finish. Kyle Busch was looking strong there for a little bit, but ultimately finishing in 20th position after spinning himself out. Much like Hendrick Motorsports, we only had one Joe Gibbs racing car inside of the top 10. That was Christopher Bell in 9th position, Ty Gibbs in 23rd, Chase Briscoe in 27th, and Denny Hamlin, after blowing up a lot of fire, he finished dead last in 38th position. Bell is now up 2 races on Hamlin and Briscoe, who are tied for 2nd. Ty Gibbs still looking for his first top car honor of the season over at JGR. Solid day for a couple of the front row motorsports cars. Todd Gilliland just missing out on a top 10 and 11th position. A few spots behind him is Zane Smith in the 38. Noah Gragson down in 34th position. Gilliland is now just 2 races behind Zane Smith for the lead and tied with Noah Gragson for 2nd place at Front Row Motorsports. It was looking like it was going to be another solid battle at Colleague Racing, but AJ Allmendinger getting into some trouble finishing 36th. Ty Dillon in a solid 12th position. He is now up 7-4 over AJ Allmendinger for top car honors at Colleague Racing. And over at 2311 for just the 2nd time this season, it is Riley Herbst getting top car honors with a solid top 15 run coming home in 14th. Tyler Reddick down in 21st position, and Bubba Wallace in 33rd after scoring some solid stage points but running into trouble. Reddick is still 1 race up over Wallace and 3 races ahead of Riley Herbst. Over at Spire Motorsports, for a long time there, it looked like it was going to be Carson Hocevar getting top car honors. Of course, a strong qualifying result on the pole and getting a lot of stage points. And then towards the end, it looked like it was going to be Michael McDowell who was going to be the top car and might even get a state prize win. But ultimately, it was Justin Haley coming home in 15th position who got top car honors at Spire. He is now tied with Michael McDowell for top car honors here, 1 race ahead of Carson Hocevar. This is going to be a battle that goes all the way to the end of the season, probably my most enjoyable one to focus on this year. Over at RFK Racing, and it looked like none of these guys wanted top car honors. Ultimately, it was Chris Buescher in 18th getting it and extending his lead 7-3 to 1 over Ryan Preece and Brad Keselowski. Keselowski in 28th looked like he was going to get top car honors, but that guy has no luck this year. Ryan Preece 1 spot behind him in 29th. With Logano's victory, Ford is now on 4 wins for the season, 1 in the Craftsman Truck Series, none in the Xfinity Series, and then 3 Cup Series wins. Toyota surpassing the 10 mark with Corey Heim's win in the Truck Series. They have 5 of those in the NASCAR Cup Series. And then Chevrolet breaking the 15 mark with Kyle Larson's win in the Xfinity Series race on Saturday. They are ahead in the trucks and Xfinity categories, but slightly behind Toyota and now tied with Ford in the Cup Series. So I wanted to take a look back at the 3 drivers who have won the Texas race in the next-gen car. I should mention in 2022 and 2023, this was a playoff race, so a little bit of different optics on that one. Last year, it was Chase Elliott getting his first win in a long time. He is now 1 year winless. Last year, he had a round of 8 exit. 2 years before, in the playoff race, William Byron punched his ticket into the round of 8 with this win, one of the 6 he got that season. He had a Final Four appearance while leading the series in multiple categories. And then in 2022, it was Tyler Reddick's final win for Richard Childress Racing. He unfortunately was not in the playoffs, though, after getting eliminated in the round of 16. He had 3 wins and 10 top 5s on the season. We had 2 uncharted cars this weekend. Jesse Love making his second NASCAR Cup Series start, this time for Beard Motorsports instead of RCR. He finished in 31st, and he's one of the reasons why the teammate battles were so crazy this weekend after spinning during that pit cycle and breaking out a caution. Chad Fincham, with his yearly appearance for MBM Motorsports / Garage 66, he came home in 37th position after getting numerous free passes during this one. 2 weeks in a row that we have seen a first-time pole winner. Last weekend it was Zane Smith. This weekend it was Carson Hocevar in the number 77 for Spire Motorsports. 2 of the Spire cars have now had pole positions this year. 9 pole winners through 11 races. With Kyle Larson's Stage 2 victory, he has now doubled up second place William Byron's 3 stage wins, taking a commanding lead with 6 stage wins on the season. Austin Cindric with the Stage 1 victory joins Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin, and Bubba Wallace as 2-time stage winners this season. 10 different stage winners through 11 different races to start this season. Moving over to our stage points top 10, and there were some adjustments on this made between last weekend and this weekend after the Priest and Logano disqualifications, but Kyle Larson is the first driver to break the 100 mark. He is at 108 stage points so far on the season. William Byron very close to going into the 3 digits with 98, Ryan Blaney with 92, and Bubba Wallace reaching the 90 mark in 4th position. Reddick jumping from 10th to 6th on this list after getting some points added after the DQs at Talladega and then a strong run at Texas. Logano actually losing points from where he was last weekend following his DQ. Kyle Larson extended his lead for the laps-led top 5, but it's Austin Cindric jumping Ryan Blaney and moving himself back onto this list with 226 laps led on the season after leading 60 laps at Texas. Moving over to the bubble battle now, and it is consistent for 13th, 14th, and 15th, but it's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. jumping himself into the final playoff position after his strong run at Texas. Kyle Busch now out of it. Hocevar moving himself onto this list after some strong stage points, and Ryan Preece, following his DQ at Talladega, was knocked out of the bubble position. He is now 19th, 23 points back on the final position. Tied with him is AJ Allmendinger. Moving to our Xfinity fastest lap standings, Inspire continuing their dominance in this category. Carson Hocevar getting the Xfinity fastest lap after getting the pole position. Spire now with 4 of them on the season, 8 different fastest lap winners through 11 races. Despite a strong 22nd place run for Shane Van Gisbergen, that was not enough to beat Riley Herbst in 14th position. He is now up 7-4 over SVG in the Rookie of the Race category. This one went back and forth quite a bit to start the season, but Herbst starting to pull away. We'll see how this continues into the summer stretch coming up here. And for our biggest mover, we have Carson Hocevar jumping 3 positions in points from 20th to 17th. I should also mention Austin Dillon also went up 3 positions from 24th to 21st, but Hocevar was higher up in points, so I put him on this list. Last night's biggest loser, AJ Allmendinger, who dropped 4 positions from the last playoff position in 15th to 19th in the points. One other adjustment to note following those DQs last week, and it was not Ryan Blaney who got the last car honors at Talladega, it was Joey Logano, so staying in the Team Penske fold, but Logano instead of Blaney. Denny Hamlin in the number 11 is our 11th last car winner of the season. We have now had a different last car finisher in every single race this season. It's going to be cool to see how long this can go on for before we have a duplicate. Thank you so much for watching. I apologize if videos are spotty for the next week or 2. I'm moving into a new apartment right now, so I don't have all my stuff set up. So if I miss an upload or 2, I am sorry about that. But within the next 2 weeks, we should be back to the regular scheduled programming. Thanks for watching.